Now, before I get on out of here, there is a story that I couldn't wait to tackle. Because I'm not going to lie to you, I was kind of disgusted when I saw it. Karine Jean-Pierre switches her affiliation to independent, releasing a new book about a broken Biden White House. She is the former White House press secretary. If you will recall, ladies and gentlemen, she had consistently decried the notion that President Biden was not up to the rigors of the job. Longtime Democratic Party operative suddenly is urging Americans to step outside harsh party lines in her new book, Independent, A Look Inside a Broken White House, Outside the Party Lines, according to the book's description. The description also says the former Biden press secretary didn't come to the decision about leaving the party lightly. Quote, until January 20th, I was responsible for speaking on behalf of the president of the United States, she said in a statement, according to the Associated Press. At noon on that day, I became a private citizen who, like all Americans and many of our allies around the world, had to contend with what was to come next for our country. I determined that the danger we face as a country requires freeing ourselves of boxes. We need to be willing to exercise the ability to think creatively and plan strategically. Hold on. Not so fast. And I'm fully aware that she was also a source for Jake Tapper in his book, Original Sin, with Alex Thompson. Remember, I interviewed them last week. Hold on for a second, Karine Jean-Pierre. You're absolutely right. Nothing that you said as the White House press secretary should be held against you. Just like I came on here and said, or I came on other shows like the Hannitys of the world and others, and I said, what the hell was Kamala Harris supposed to do when she was the VP? Dime Biden out? She wasn't going to tell on her boss? Stop it. What the hell was she supposed to do? Just like I said that, I would say the same thing about Karine Jean-Pierre. What was she supposed to do as the White House press secretary? She's supposed to sit up there and come out and tell the American people, yo, he don't have it. He can't go. He just don't have it. What was she supposed to do? That's ridiculous. However, Karine Jean-Pierre, you are not the White House press secretary when you showed up on ABC's The View a couple of months ago. You were talking major stuff then. You were not the White House press secretary. You were an American citizen who was not working in the White House. What the hell you go on the show for then? Bloviating about Joe Biden and how he was alert and he was spry and he was a great commander-in-chief and he was sharp and all of this stuff. I don't have it clipped in front of me because I just saw the story. You're lucky I don't have time to pull it up. But I'm fully aware of the fact that you were not the White House press secretary when you were on The View spewing the same stuff you had spewed when you were the White House press secretary. So all bets are off. You didn't have to do that, but you chose to. Live with your decisions. Live with your decisions. You didn't have to do that, but that's what you chose to do. You chose to go front and center and still spew the same party line. So what the book's going to tell us? The book's going to tell us more about the Democrats. The book is the book going to be an extension of Jake Tapper and Alex Thompson's book, Original Sin? Yet another Democrat coming out and telling us about stuff that a whole bunch of stuff on the right was telling us, but y'all swore we shouldn't listen to while y'all were engaging in cancel culture, while y'all were engaging in excoriating anybody that called the Democratic Party out for what the hell was going on. That's what we supposed to do now? That's what we supposed to do. We're supposed to listen to you now. Okay. I'll do that. Karine Jean-Pierre, you are more than welcome to come on the Stephen A. Smith Show and explain your book and what it's going to say. But not only why we didn't hear it from you while you were the White House press secretary, which is very understandable. But how come we didn't hear that from you afterwards? Why were we hearing the same stuff after you left the White House that you were saying while you were in the White House? Can't wait for an answer to that question. I got several others too. If you're so willing to come on, more than happy to have you. I'm a respectful man. Was raised by 5 beautiful, strong black women. You are obviously a beautiful, strong black woman as well. But it doesn't mean I don't have questions. Just so you know.